Hallo und herzlich willkommen zur 105. Ausgabe von CrazyClipTV. Heute habe ich euch als Special Host Gäste aus Boston mitgebracht. Hello and please introduce yourself.
I'm Amanda Palmer from the Dresden Dolls.
I'm Brian Viglian. How are you?
My first question is very important. Your favorite kind of beer?
Weiss beer.
Weiss beer.
I have to agree.
There's no good American beer, or?
There is really very little good American beer. My favorite beer, I have to say, is Belgian beer. But there's some great German beer as well.
But don't tell anybody.
No.
German beer is the best.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you meet each other?
We met at a Halloween party at Amanda's house. Just a great kind of, in Boston. It was sort of a performance party with all these different musicians and poets and things like that, and a costume party. And Amanda was dressed up as an office worker. And it was really great. And I came with sort of blood dripping down my head and a white face, and I think she sort of said, "Oh, kindred soul in white paint," and freaky looking. And I saw Amanda play, and I thought that's exactly what I was looking for. Completely, it was just amazing. Really blew me away. And we played a few days later, and that was it.
You were playing without drums?
Yeah. I was playing almost without any amplification. It was me and this shitty old piano that's in the attic of my house, and a teeny little vocal mic this big. And I'm sure it sounded pretty terrible.
It sounded great. It was really good. Really? Yeah. It was really cool. It was, you played with so much force that you didn't notice any problems in sound. It was just like pure emotion. It was beautiful.
And now you have a friendship for life.
I hope so.
We do.
Amanda, how was your German? No.
How is my
German language?
Nicht so gut wie es war vor 10 Jahren. Ich war fast fließend 10 Jahre her, und jetzt mein Wortschatz hat sich beschränkt. Aber es ist immer noch besser als mein Französisch.
Auch besser als mein Französisch.
Jo.
Und how is your German language?
None. Non-existent. Sorry.
Thanks, May. You can say his German's getting a little better. He's shy.
What was the word I tried to learn the other day? Wasserwirtschaftsamt.
Wasserwirtschaftsamt?
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, our title.
Wasserwirtschaftsamt.
That sounds like a Kraftwerk record.
Yeah.
I have a little trivia tidbit, which is the first German word I ever learned, which was, Jason taught me when I was 15, Gebärfreudige Hüfte. It's my first German word. It means happy childbearing hips.
Yes. Praise to learn at a tender age.
Yeah, and my second was Schadenfreude. Right.
Let's talk about your fans.
Yeah.
So, one guy has written, he is always playing Dresden Dolls while he's driving his car with his friends, and all his friends now like Dresden Dolls too. How do you think about that?
I think that's a good thing about this band, is that it's viral. And people tend to infect other people with repeated exposure to our music. Well, our fans tend to be very fanatic, which is good. It's very helpful to have fans like that are constantly trying to get their friends into it. And that's, I think that's a testament to the fact that our fans are very heartfelt. They don't just sort of get into us and then the next week they're on to the next thing. They usually attach and stay, which is nice.
Yeah.
So
and your fans mostly didn't like the singles. Mostly they prefer some other songs from the CDs.
Yeah, well, I mean, singles are hard, especially with this band, because every song has its own sound. It's not like you buy a record and almost every song sounds the same. And so everyone sees something different in every single song, and picking a single for us is really hard. It's very random. It's like, what do we think a lot of people will like? Or even more boring, like, what's going to sound good on the radio?
Yep.
I look at the album just usually as a record, and I try not to think like, oh, that's the radio hit and that's the radio hit. But because of the way things are structured, we need to do it.
Okay, and you want to tell me something about Die Brigade? Your brigade?
Yes, the brigade. Well, the brigade started, I think, just as kind of a extension of where the band sprang from at Amanda's salon parties with all these different performance artists coming. And when we had our CD release party in 2003, we put the invitation out to everyone to come dressed up or do some kind of performance and add to the whole club environment and the sort of engagement of the crowd. And since then, it's grown all throughout the world. Just putting that invitation in people's hands has really yielded some beautiful things, and I think helped promote the idea that the music or the scene, the environment surrounding a band can be much bigger than just the band itself, and really about the energy that people put into it.
Okay. And they are here today, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, they're almost always. It's strangely enough, Germany is the smallest brigade of almost any country, and I don't know why that is. It usually happens word of mouth. One person finds out and tells a friend who tells a friend, and it's very big in France. It's huge in Australia and in the States, but Germany has been lagging behind. We don't have a lot of German fans on the internet either. We have tons of French fans who write on our discussion forums and stuff, tons of Aussie fans, but the Germans, even though there's always tons at the shows, they're not as plugged in. So now it's time to go to DresdenDolls.com and get plugged in, because we need some more Germans to represent. It's just not fair.
Das war CrazyClipTV, die 105. Ausgabe. Thank you very much. Will you be my guest host?
Thank you for having us. It is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful to be your guest.
Thank you very much again. We'll see you soon, I hope.
Ja, next tour.
Ja,
Sure. Ja?
klar.
Okay. Letztes Video für heute ist Kantal von den Elben.